Today is May, bank holiday, and we're back out and about. And I've got something else that I'm going to get planted today, and that's these spring onions. We grew these from seed, but this year we decided to pick something slightly different. This particular variety is called Lilia, and it's a purple spring onion. Normally we grow white Lisbons, but every now and again on this channel we like to try something a little different. I will, however, still be getting some white Lisbon and getting those on go as well. But these are looking quite healthy, and we've had pretty good germination as well. But when you sow your spring onions, this is how you need to sow them. Multi-sow. So you want up to 10 seeds per cell. And then that's exactly the way that you plant them. So you end up with bunching onions. Just like you buy from the supermarket, a bunch of onions all grown together in the same spot. And you've got 2 bites at cherry on these. If you want to, you can grow them just for these green tops, which is something that we do quite often. And then you can cut the tops off and they will grow back again. Up to 3 times they will grow back. And then sometimes they even start forming that little bulb as well. So you get a little bit more for your money if you like. But I think with these I'm going to grow them to get the bulbs. And the only reason I've grown for the green tops is because when you chop them off, you can chop them up nice and fine, drop them into a salad, pop them on sandwiches, or my favourite, add them to mashed potatoes. Really tasty. So we're going to get these planted out today, get them on the way, and then I'll show you a couple of containers that we've got for this decking. This is where we're going to be planting those spring onions. I just need to move a few bits and bobs out of the way. As always, we keep it covered up, just so cats can't get in that compost. That's this tomato plant that we've just potted on. It's doing really well, and it's now starting to get flowers as well. And we did have a few spare carrots, so what I've done is I've put them in this smaller pot, and again they seem to be doing quite well. I can already see the tops of the carrots, so as always we need to keep those covered up, otherwise they'll start and turn green when sun gets on them. The rest seem okay. And I have got a couple of lettuce in here, but one has gone over once again, yet the one next to it is perfectly fine. I'm just wondering if maybe it dried out a bit with that hot weather that we had, but I can see fresh growth coming in the middle, so maybe that'll recover. Then we've got those carrots that we're growing, and we're going to do the same with these as what we did with others. I'm going to put the spring onions along the back of here, and then we'll do a couple of rows of carrots in front. Gives us that bit of extra protection from carrot root fly. I am also going to top this up with a bit more compost, because as you can see it's a little low, but that's the compost that was saved from last year, and we can just add fish blood and bone to that, give it a mix up, and it's perfectly usable. And that'll be plenty. Wreck up those lumps as we always do. So just half a bag to add to this planter this year. So quick level in and we're good to go. And I'm not going to plant them very far apart either. Just a few inches is enough. As you can see, that root system once again is starting to tangle on bottom, so we best loosen that before we plant them. And then they can go straight in and at the same height that we took them out. So we'll do that again, a couple of inches. There really is lots of roots on these. It's a good job we're doing them today. So we're firming it down, and then I'm just pinching around the outside to make sure these plants stay upright. We'll just keep on until we've got in as many as we can get in this area, and then I might put a few in a different pot, just like we did those carrots. As you can see, that one's got quite a few onions in it. We've got pretty good germination from these. I think we've got room for a couple more, and that will be about it. So one there, and that'll do us. Take the centre one out, I think. got really strong root systems. I think we'll go for that one. And we've got 3 to put in a different plant pot then. So, as easy as that, it's all set up. So, a satisfying job for a bank holiday Monday. And these are those 2 packs of carrots that I showed you earlier. They're also multi-sown. They're coming on really well. So as soon as they get a little bit bigger, we're going to put these in front of those onions. They're just not quite ready yet. As I mentioned earlier, I did pot on quite a few things over the weekend. And this is the cucumber that we potted on. And I don't know if you'll remember, but it wasn't that big. It seems to have shot up over the last couple of days thanks to that sunshine that we've had. So we're just keeping them in that propagator just in case it drops really cold. We're not out of woods just because we're into May. We could even get a frost in some areas, so be very careful about that. I popped a couple of things on that decking just to see how they'll look. I'll show you what we put on there and then a couple of containers that we'll be using as we go through the season. We've decided to pop those pea planters on there. And I think they look really well. But we've also got that container, and they're quite useful because they're made to slot over the top of your decking. Not much of anything else at the moment, but we're going to start adding things once this decking's completely finished and it's all been washed. So that's another useful thing. Balcony planters. They've got a cutout in them so you can just slot them over the top. So you can decorate all the decking across the top and the bottom as well, because we've also got these hook on the bottom, so a bit of compost and then put flowers in them, which is what we did previously. I filled them with petunias and they lasted all season long. But another good thing about these is they come with a detachable base, so this just clips onto the bottom of your planter like that. And the reason that's useful is because when we get to summer and it starts getting really hot, you can clip that on and it will keep a bit of water in the bottom of there so your flowers don't dry out. And then if you get a really rainy day, you can just take it off so the roots aren't constantly sat in water. Really useful. So we're going to set these up all the way across the bottom of that decking. Just hook them on, fill in with flowers, and it's going to look great all through summer. On the downside, we had these last year as well, and we put this cherry tomato plants in, the tumbling toms. Once again, they're made to just slot over your decking, so we can put these in various places on top, and then it's easy harvest for us tomato plants because they'll grow down the front of it. Unfortunately, this new decking is a little bit wider than the previous one, so they only slot on by a couple of inches. So what I'm going to do is set these up at the office because they do fit on there, and I'll keep my eye out for some of these that's got a bit of a wider base to them. So that's a few things that we're going to get done over the next month or so. We want a big display of flowers on that decking as well as vegetable plants growing fresh produce. So we'll get stuck into that over the next few weeks, and I think it's going to look amazing. And if you want to see what else we're going to be sowing and growing and putting on that decking as we go into May, then please hit that subscribe button, press that notifications bell, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.